Good morning, Leanna. Trying to get it all, trying to get it all started here. You know how I can't have stuff running yet. Da, 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 da. There we go. We're getting boosted up. It's taking a moment to. You know how it was yesterday. The computer it's not woken. I should give it some coffee. Trying to get everything on here. It's just there we go. We're getting there. How you doing this morning? Did you get a good night's rest? I know. I need one. I was thinking about that, but I don't want to go out in that cold this morning. My head is like, so I don't want to. Hopefully, there we go. But where's my music now? Get one thing working and the other thing don't. I feel like I got some rest last night. It was one of those sleeps where it's just like you slept, but it's don't you don't didn't feel nothing. You know how I'm still trying to get shit out of my eyes. I wanted to get up earlier this morning, but I went to bed about midnight. I was tired. I was there was watching different things on last night, or after I turned the game off, and then um, I was watching my streamers, and not really too much going on last night and stuff that I know of. After I went to bed, it was pretty quiet, so that was a good thing. I mean, at least the things had calming down a little bit. But I guess there was some more shootings or something. I don't know. I have to get up on the news later. I don't know. We'll have to find out. Uh, and I know I left off with a lot of stuff I have to do on the farm. Come on, baby, wake up. She's taking a little time getting up. Come on. There's the wagon. We need to unload potatoes. We'll have to wake these guys up and find out, huh? So what are you ladies up to today? Just kind of chilling, staying cozy in the house. Yeah, I did. I did everything yesterday. I don't think I need to go out. I don't think. Of course, that always can change, right? Look at those guys working over there. They're almost like they're having a race. Who's going to win? Trying to think what I'm going to do with the cornfield this time. I don't want to. I don't. I got plenty of corn right now. So I got to figure out what I want to plant over there. Did you ever get your phone figured out with the games and stuff? With this game? Well, you like your your one game anyway. My little green wagons. Aren't they cute? I woke up and I thought today was Sunday. I really, really did. I thought today was Sunday. I was like, really? I don't know why I woke up like. So I turned on, you know me, on Sunday mornings I listen to my gospel music, And it's like, wait a minute, today's not Sunday, today's Saturday. Oh, you did too, huh? Crazy, isn't it? You'll have to do some researching. That's going to be your project, your homework assignment for today. Trying to figure out how we can get all this to hook up together. Nice. Yeah, but that's true. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know though. I woke up like, oh, okay, it's Sunday morning, going to be a quiet day. But no, it had to be Saturday. But at least, hey, that's good for you because that means you still have another day. You still have another day off yet. Yeah, I got, wait, I don't know. It feels different today for some reason. Well, your cousin was on yesterday on here. Last night, yeah. Mooney? I think it was her. Yeah, I had a couple people here last night. After you got off, there was a couple people got on here and started chatting. I'm thinking at nighttime is when more people are more active because they're up all night long. Yeah, it is. Yeah, more the merrier, I always say. It won't be long before these guys will be all completely done. Did ya? I was tired, but I'm trying to keep myself up. Well, I go to bed all depending on who this is for. It all depends on what's happening. I mean, if the streamers I follow, if they got stuff, they have a lot to talk about or whatever, then I follow them, till whenever, they decide to get off, then that's when I usually go to bed. But I tell you what, I have learned a lot how people can be so ignorant, and say the stupidest shit on these streams. It had nothing to do with the fact of what we're talking about and stuff like that. None. And all they want to do is cause problems. These guys, they put on, they have their news and stuff. They get the facts, they get the truth and all that, and then, they got trying to get the truth out there to us people. People are out there watching them, trying to get the proper news and stuff, and then you get interrupted with all these, some of these people that have no. Feelings for other people's feelings or nothing. I mean, they're mean. They're just playing right out stupid. I'm trying to keep up with all the news and stuff like that. Oh, I hit the wrong one. Let's see. How do we change this again? This. Yeah, I did hit the right one. Yeah, some of these people just don't, they don't get it. They have so much negativity to talk about. I don't know. I want to look at my board real quick while I'm here. You know what I mean? Okay, I got canola growing on the upper field, so I don't need to plant that. Sunflowers, I'm not. Actually, I'm about. Where are we at in corn? Corn is way up there. I don't need no more corn. uh, uh, potatoes. I don't need any more potatoes. I'm actually, my fields are. Well, it looks like I could do wheat. I think what I'll do is oats. I'll do the cornfield into oats. Because it looks like I need a lot of that. But my corn, my potatoes, my sugar beets. I could do sugar cane, but the only thing if I do sugar cane, I got to get more equipment. Because it takes special equipment to pick that. And I don't know what I use sugar cane for. Besides make sugar. Over there where my titers are. And I hit the wrong button. Go figure, right? There you are. Yeah, I'm going to have a lot of potatoes, so I think this is the last time I'm going to do potatoes in this field. I mean, I could keep growing more and more. But eventually I'm going to take all this stuff and I'm going to put it to, then I'll be selling it, but I don't need the money right now. Not yet. I took my signs down when you get free money. So, I won't need any this time around to get rid of any of this stuff. So once the money gets down, then I'll start selling my vegetables and stuff. And grain. I gotta change my one thing because it says news stuff on the platforms. I gotta change that. I don't remember how I put it on there to change it. But I do have a couple people ask me to come back and do the news stuff again. God, I wish it. Well, I talking to one of my streamers too. He's telling me I can actually play somebody's somebody's music. I have to get a contact with them, and we'll be able to do that. I think. Let's see. And then one thing, once I get these builds and everything caught up, I'm going to thin out some of these tractors. And get my fencing up. Yeah, hopefully it'll work out. But I got to talk to the guy. He has his own. He plays. He's like a magician. Not magician. Yeah. But anyway, he puts his own music, makes his own music, and I might be able to buy some rights off of that. It's not that it's not expensive at all. Had a bowl of Cheerios this morning. Honey Nut Cheerios. I love my Honey Nut Cheerios. Gotta make a classic with puffy. I'm doing good, Chris. How you doing this morning, buddy? Just cleaning up some of the tractors. I'm trying to organize it all now and get rid of some of the stuff I don't really need. I bought too much of the stuff. Oh, so what's happening in the world today? Anything I should be aware of? What's going on in Lakeland? Oh, that's right. That's right. You did say that last night. But you didn't say it. Somebody else was saying it. Maybe. I don't know. I get lost. Yeah, I know. I don't know what I'm going to be doing today. I haven't really decided. I didn't really think there was going to be. I know there's maybe a couple things might be going on today, but after last night, I guess it was still pretty quiet last night, wasn't it? 'Cause I got off at midnight. Oh, okay. Yeah, isn't Trump someplace this morning? I thought I seen his thing on there this morning. But like I said, everything was so quiet last night, and that's good though. I'm glad. I mean, everything seemed like it stayed pretty peaceful. I didn't see any really bad stuff happening last night. Oh, what the heck am I doing? And myself stuck on the pole. There you go. There was something going on there last night. I mean, what I saw was it looked like it wasn't, too much. But of course, I usually miss everything when I go to sleep anyway. I'm like, ain't nothing gonna happen, and it's like, oh my God, somebody burn another city down or something. It's like, I just hope it stays calm, though. I mean, things have not been so hairy as it has been. Oh, really? Jesus. I don't. I really don't want nothing to happen, though. I pray, believe me, I pray every day at nighttime mostly when I go to bed. But I pray every day that we don't have the problems that we've been having in our country. You know, I believe in peaceful march and all that. That's fine. We can have a peaceful march. We can enjoy each other and get our word out and express, express our needs and wants that we're trying to get across and everything. But we can do it without violence. We can do it without hatred and, name calling and all that stuff. I mean, there's no need for that kind of behavior. It really isn't. You know. Yeah, I do too. It's just like I said. There's no need for the hatred, just all this because like watching your stream last night, the people that were in there saying uh, hatefulness and biased stuff, it wasn't right. Sometimes that's why I get off. When it gets too bad or whatever, I just I'm like, all right, I'm going to bed, or going to do something else because that kind of behavior doesn't need to be in. People don't need to be displaying that kind of behavior. Put it that way. Those are the ones I would get rid of because it just ain't right. I see that kind of shit all the time. I've been watching this stuff since day one. Ever since, the cities up here. We call it the cities. Ever since then, it's, I've been watching this unfold from day one and how escalated it got. And, from worse to even greater worse, and and then you think that everything starts calming down, and then people start acting like before they get the facts, they gotta shoot off their mouth and start destroying stuff because they don't they go by what they hear from other people and everything. As soon as they see the problem, they have to escalate on it, and it's not right. Get your facts first. That's why I watch you guys, and you and another guy's the only two I watch anymore, and you guys get your facts first. Do you? Yeah, it just don't make no sense though the way these people act though. They don't have no respect for other people's lives or they nothing. just, I don't know. I pray for a big change. Yeah, we got, there's got to be some changes made. The government needs to be changed. Everything, everything from the top all the way down to the bottom needs to be changed. All of it needs to be changed. Not just the police department or anything like that. It all needs to be changed because what we're finding out that a lot of the stuff around here in our country, oh, you're just stuck, in our country anymore. It's just not working right. Yeah, unity. What do they call it? Unity. You got to come in agreement with everything too. Get this guy back on his feet here. If we make change for the better and not for the worse and for the wrong reasons, it would be a lot easier. Defunding the police department is not the answer to reconstruct the police department. Put the money where better use for, to more educate the officers, have the, like, counseling and stuff like that, wean out the bad apples. If they have bad records and stuff like that, they need to find a new job, because, they're gonna blow a trigger, when you're in the service, you get put through the ringer, and you're pretty much trained physically, mentally, and everything to do what your job is to do. The military knows exactly, I think, exactly knows what to do with their lives, knows what needs to be done. But, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Because, they do go to, police academy. Every time I say that, I think of that movie. Uh, you know, they should go through the ringer. They should go through, spend like boot camp, where like military do, where you get all the proper training and education and everything, stuff like that. But if you go back years and years ago, where the mafia type stuff, cops were always bought out to keep their mouths shut. If not, they would get killed. And I wonder if that still goes on to today. You know what I mean? Because I notice there's some cops don't come forward and say about the bad cops. Well, this guy on the beat today, he beat up this guy so badly, for no reason. Now, of course, they're getting the cameras and stuff, and you can't walk down the street without having a camera on your face. Every job you go to, like when I was assistant general manager and everything, before that, I learned and was taught in management and taught in different things to become to do my job and do my job with efficiency. And, I just don't turn around and evict people, out of the blue. I had to have reasons. I had to go to court. I had to, I done all that stuff. Yeah, I had a. I don't have my glasses on, so I had like I was showing you the screens and stuff. I just woke up a little bit ago, so my eyes, and I almost thought that word said something else. Sorry. Yeah, and then if you with all these, they were talking about like in Congress and governments and stuff, like some of these old people, not old, but I'm getting there, not old yet, but, uh, we need fresh minds, you know, and a lot of these people have these younger kids and stuff, the young groups of people now, and they do have good ideas, good points and stuff, you know, I think maybe they need to start listening to, what these kids are saying because they are our next generation. They are, they are our future. And yeah, some of it's kind of scary what they say, but then there's some kind of, like, wow, that does make more sense. And I think they need to start listening to these kids, when BLM out there marching, the peaceful marching and stuff. Not the hatefulness stuff they chat, but the good chats and stuff that they're saying does make sense what they need to do. And they need to start listening to them. And I don't see that happening yet. They're not listening to these kids. Because our country depends on, the growth of our generations each year. Every 10 years, our generation changes. I mean, you've been around as long as I have, and uh, there's been a lot of changes. There's been a lot of stuff happening, and in our future stuff, you know, we're making we're making a big leap to doing things, but we're not changing the law part of it. There's some laws that are still in the books that don't even don't even need to be in there anymore. Like you got to in I think it's Pennsylvania or something like that. When a woman goes to an intersection, the husband's got to go out and fire 2 shots in the air to warn people that the lady getting ready to cross the intersection, drive across the intersection. That type stuff. There's laws in the books that need to be taken out and rewritten. Not the history. The history needs to stay. We need to add to our history. We need to keep building on the history. Not change the history, but develop the history. And, make, because everything has done in the past has already been done. And now these kids are making new history. And, it needs to be put in there. Put in the history books. And if there's other stuff that was people that should have been in the history books and never got put in the history books, hell, but let's put them in the history books. I'm sure you done something that could have been put in the history books. We all have. You know, I don't know. It makes me worried about some of the stuff though they want to do though. But I do think our young generation do have a voice, and their opinions need to be heard, and I'm not seeing it. You think? I'll get on the other side of this tractor. Well, I know like some of our court justice is not fair, you know. Uh, if you shouldn't be put in jail for if you, I don't know, like, I know when I was on jury duty, and this really, it to this day still bothers me, but, I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it. Probably can because if I don't mention names. But when I was on jury, there was a black gentleman that had his own business. I'm trying to watch how I say this without, had his own business and everything. And he had his own security people that were armed. Well, there was a fight, and without having the security's like, well, he didn't need his gun for this, and he gave it to the guy, and the guy put it under the counter. Okay, and he did. So, of course, the cops came, and when they confronted about the gun for the security, he said, well, of course, he said, well, my buddy has it on the counter because it was just a argument fight. There was some fist fighting going on, but I didn't need to have that kind of force, so I had my gun. He took my gun away from me. Well, when it was in court, the guy that put the gun under the owner put the gun under the cabinet. Apparently, he was where he wasn't allowed to carry. He wasn't allowed to touch a gun, not even be around a gun. Touch a gun, pretty much. But because of the law, he wasn't even allowed to do that. But for me, I was trying to be lenient. Me and there was four of us were like, he was only doing this to not have the problem go bigger. If why having the guy drop his gun while he was in fighting, somebody picked it up. I thought it was a safe and was really sensible thing for this gentleman to do. I thought he did a good thing by doing what he did. And we should just say, under that circumstances, let it go. No, they wouldn't let it. Nobody. The rest of them got all over our shit and everything else. We fought for 2 days on that fucker. And, and that kind of stuff like that, there's too many little loopholes where trying to get that person in trouble. And I don't like that. And those are the kind of changes that need to be made. I'm not racist or anything. I mean, hell, I had a black girlfriend and stuff. I mean, you you done on this one? You know what I mean? I'm not. And I think everybody's equal and everybody should have their rights. But there are some problems and there's some issues that have to be taken care of because it gets to a point where some of these people just go on and do things they shouldn't be doing. Yeah, if a guy has a gun and he's, sitting there, he's shooting at the cop officer, Well, yeah, that officer has her all right. Just the same thing as me. If somebody points a gun at me, I'm going to shoot him. What's that got to? What's that got to be any different from a cop? You know, if my life is threatened, the first thing I'm going to do is reach for my gun. But do I go to jail because of it? Because I'm trying to save my life? I'd rather have them shoot me than go to jail. You know, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. He should. Well, I think what you're saying is it shouldn't have went into court. He should not have got arrested for it in the first place because he didn't own the gun. He was protecting the gun against. Or actually, he wasn't even protecting it. He just threw it under the counter, to keep out of sight and mind. Because he had other stuff that he was doing. His security guard handed him the gun, and the guy told him, hey, tuck this away from me, and that's what he did. He took it and put it under the counter, and he went about, because he had other customers that he had to keep working with. So it's like, yeah, all because it was there. Because he touched the gun, he should have not accepted the gun, I guess, is what they're saying. The guy should have said, did something else with it, or put it in his locker, so while there was a fight going on and everybody kicking their asses, maybe going to get killed or whatever, the guy had to stop and take a minute to go put his gun in his locker or something. Yeah, whatever. It didn't make no sense. So the damn guy had to spend time in jail for something he didn't, he had good intentions of doing for right, not for wrong. Like I said, I don't understand a lot of stuff. This one ain't no. So it's like, what do you do? And then, but then there are circumstances, like, some of these officers, they're getting downgraded for a lot of things, for the good things that, they're protecting themselves, they're doing what they're supposed to. I don't know. Exactly. And there's a time to use your weapon, and then there's times, to fire your weapon. You can bring your weapon out and try to do the scare tactic if possible. But if there's that moment where that guy's going to shoot the fire of that gun, yeah, I mean, I carry my gun, I'm gonna fire it. If somebody points that gun at another, somebody shooting a gun at me intent to kill, I'm gonna point my gun and shoot it intent to kill. But see, that's gray area there too. Because, you sit there and look at it. All right, now they're saying, well, these officers need to learn how to shoot in the arm or in the leg, not to attempt to kill. Well, I guess if they're carrying a knife or carrying anything other than something that'll put projectile a bullet or anything, maybe, yeah. Maybe they should do it differently. Like the guy came after his apartment with the gun. Maybe if he would have shot the guy in the leg where he can at least got him to a certain point, I don't know. What do you think about that one? So with the guy coming out of the apartment building with the knife, should the officer maybe went after, maybe shot his leg or something? Yeah, but I mean, like, if a person has a gun or has a knife and they're charging you with a knife, the officer, of course that means that, that's a threat on your life. Even with me, if I took my gun and if somebody came after me with a knife, I don't think I would shoot him or that person in the chest or anything where it's going to do damage. I think I would shoot in the leg or whatever to make them go down on their knees. Maybe blow their kneecap off or something. You know what I mean? I mean, you can. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're right. I just, I mean, some people are just not mentally straight in their heads, and like that one guy. It's like for him to lose his life, though. I mean, yeah, he did kill a couple people too. I don't know. My scanner going off. That's one of our officers. He's not even. It's right over here. Sorry, when I listen to the scanner a lot because there's always a lot, keeps you updated on stuff that's going on. Well, yeah, no, I agree with that. I do. I mean, you know, if you're going to hurt an officer or whatever, you coming after an officer with a gun and stuff, you better damn well expect that the cops are going to definitely going to be coming after your ass. You know what I mean? I mean, if you're going to intent to kill, or you're going after a cop intent to kill, or like some of these officers, they didn't have a chance. I mean, the guy comes right up to the car and starts firing, and just like the other one did. It's like, you know, and if I saw some guy come charging me with a gun or whatever, yeah, I guess I'm going to attempt to kill because I don't know. I was just bringing these up, just looking at different angles of it and see what would be more sensible, logical. But really, you're right when you're talking about it and what we're saying. More and more you think about it, I mean, it's a gray area. It's like, damn if you do and damn if you don't. You go to shoot somebody, and the first thing people want to do is, make it out like it's, the officer's fault, not seeing the whole picture of that. Well, if you really look at it and stuff, the officer's life was in danger. But then there's incidents where the officers could have done something a little bit more, differently than what they actually did. I mean, but of course, and some people split reactions, or well, yeah. See, well, that's, a lot of officers are like that, or not a lot, but you know, you're getting officers that are uh, afraid to do anything. There was one. Uh, I don't know if it made the news or not, where they pulled their taser out, but the taser didn't have nothing to do with it. It was a traffic stop. The gentleman was brought out of the car and everything, and the gentleman got loose, went to his gun. Of course, he got tased, but the taser didn't do anything. But he was able to get into his car, grab his pistol, and shot both of the officers. So yeah. It's don't know. It actually makes it scary out there. I gotta move this guy here. Um. So yeah. So if the officers don't pull the gun, afraid to pull his gun, and he gets shot, gets killed, and then the one that just got done shooting other people and all that stuff gets out scot free, then yeah, it is sad all the way around. You're right. It's what do we do? There's got to be changes, but we got to figure out how we're going to do this. We definitely got to figure out how we're going to do this. There's got to be some Congress and the people, all of us, everybody's got to come to agreement on how we're going to solve the problem. When is it right to show a justified shooting when it's not? Um, Without everybody, going to get Sue happy. Yeah. Well, I tell you, I can put on a show about this right here. This whole thing right here about how people, different points, the argument between when or when shouldn't, and then all this, and then take all that information and okay, well, you know what? The majority of people saying, well, this is what should be done, and the majority of people say this shouldn't be done, and then put it to test and see if it actually works. Yeah, a lot of people don't do that because people don't. Everybody jumps to a conclusion. You know, they don't jump to a conclusion. They come up with their own conclusion on what they think is, what's going on. All they see on somebody's chopped up cell phone that, this guy uh, did this. That's this is how it happened, and it was chopped up. The guy's cell phone. They took They left out all certain points of the video that draw to that whole conclusion of the whole thing, what actually happened. And then puts it out there as the tagonizers. They want to cause they're the ones who wants the country to get fighting with each other and being destructive and all this stuff. I'm sure a lot of the politicians and all that stuff want, this shit to lay down, calm down a little bit. I don't know. But people don't get the facts right first. That's why I only watch two of you guys anymore. Because I was sitting there and I went through and I watched different ones. A whole bunch of them. A whole bunch of you guys, that put the news out there. Reporting the news and stuff like that as it happens. But you won't put stuff out there that will, without having the proper facts. I mean, you'll show it, keep showing it, and people put out their opinions about it. But till the actual facts comes out, isn't she pretty? Look at that. Oh, all nice and clean. Now we gotta take it to the shop and get it fixed up. And I gotta do soil samples too. I gotta make sure all my fields are got the proper soil samples in it, or the right chemicals. I tell you what, they make these games pretty damn realistic. We'll fix the front first. And now it's got oil changed and tuned up, ready for the next batch. Yeah, there for a while. I'm not as worried now than I was But I was so worried that a country was going to go, it was going to get really, really, really bad. I don't know. I think that we pretty much going to have to wait till after the election to see how really everything's really going to fold out. Because I think that's what everybody's doing now, is waiting for after the election. Because apparently, if people don't get their way, the way they react is destroying. But yeah, I don't know. Things in our society and the way people act and everything. Honestly, gotta watch that big hole. I really gotta watch those holes a lot, but it makes me scared seeing how people react to situations. You know, I really think because I live in this area I do live in. I don't think we have too much to worry about. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Breaking news. Izzy, I got some breaking news here. Oh, I don't know if you know the Austin legend of Mr. By Jingles. Writer Jerry Jeff Walker died at age 78. Um, Austin, Texas country music scenes died Friday, October 23rd at age of 78. Born March 1948 in New York. Oh, wow. The writer of Bojango died today, or yesterday. Trump is trading on TikTok. Why is he doing that? I thought he was. I thought he was against TikTok. Or did TikTok finally change their ways? Well, yeah, and you don't. They're fighting against Twitter right now, so I guess he's probably mad at because he's mad at Twitter right now. Well, they all are. I don't know what's going to happen with that between Twitter and Facebook. Oh, really? I saw him out there dancing. He's been actually a couple of them now. He's been dancing. They're doing that, doing that move, I saw there was even on Facebook they had somebody made a thing on it. I'll have to find it again. Oh, this thing is full of corn. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but I'll tell you one thing. Monday I'm going to be glued on the crap's going on with Facebook and Twitter at Congress because they've been summons. I think it's this Sunday. I think Sunday is when they've got to appear to court. Oh, you. I don't care. Trump is a good guy. He's got business smarts, and that's one thing the country needed is business smarts to get us, you know, our country to be the where it is today. Well, besides, not the damn virus, but you know what I mean. I have to look. I don't have TikTok account, so I don't. You didn't like Trump? Or am I reading that wrong? You mean personality? He doesn't have a personality whatsoever. Surprised they don't make fun of that. Yeah, Trump's pretty. I mean, believe it or not, I'm pretty much independent. I vote for who I think is fit for the office. I'm not for or against any opponent. I I go with who is should be in who will make our country better. Who's got the stronger ethics and everything. And of course, after what Biden said, there's no freaking way I'm going to vote for his ass. Wanting to take away oil and stuff like that, and take away a lot of the jobs. I mean, he's talking about one thing, but he doesn't realize. Okay, if you go and take away fracking and all that, go strictly to windmill. Well, if you look, windmills, it is has oil in it and everything else for lubricants and stuff like that. Okay, there's a lot of stuff that goes with that to make that windmill. There's, the factories that got to make those. They run off. They can't just run off a solar panel. You know, some of these high industrial companies, it just don't work that way. I mean, Grant, we got enough oil in our country to last us, till 2055, but shit, still, I don't know. His ethics, Biden's ethics, don't make no sense to me, and he's forgetful. He doesn't remember where he's at one day, and yeah, we do get tongue tied. We do, that's normal stuff. But to be a president, you shouldn't. You got to be sharp on your toes and everything. You gotta know what you're doing. Like me, I wouldn't have no business of being in the White House. I mean, because I don't have that kind of uh, business and stuff. Like Trump. With Trump, he has business. He has, um, like Biden saying, well, you're. It shows that you had money in China and all that. Well, yeah, he has, hotels and I think he has a golf course or something over there or something like that. So when he goes golfing, he has his own place. But it's open to to the members, I should say, wealthy members. Oh, I'm stuck on yeah, McDolly. Come on. I don't know why I can't get that one axle to come down. Just got to get a running start on it. There we go. Now my whole front end, I can't steer. Oh, shit. Yeah, his ethics and stuff is, he's very business smart, and that's what we need. And at the same time, he don't let the other countries, you know, you don't want other countries to be really afraid of you. You just want them to know, hey, we don't want to mess with this guy. We don't want this guy to be, we don't want to really mess with this guy because, he will put us in our place. Still trying to get a hold of that person. 911 unit going off. But yeah, I mean, Trump has a lot going and he's done a lot. I mean, look how much peace we have with North Korea that we never had. North Korea, they were aiming to attack us and blow us up. I mean, he was sitting there working his way to get that missiles to us, to shoot up, to shoot right at us. I mean, and blowing up everybody around them. There's so much that has happened, a lot of peace and stuff. I mean, that we never had before, and it's good that we have it now, because it's getting to it's getting. I mean, it's getting a lot better. I mean, even though we have if we didn't have this epidemic crisis hit us, I think our country by right now there would have been no issue that Trump was going to be the next president. I mean, because Trump was from the very poorest people to the middle class and upper class. Everybody, everything was going to be balanced its way through. Hold on. Hope this guy's going to be all right. I can't hear the other squad. He's in the valley. We have where I live right next to the Mississippi River. And so the river, you have the river right here. And then, of course, we have it's all flat through here, all the way down the river. But up on the ridge, you got the mountains over here on the side of us. And a lot of times when the officers are back in there, you can't hear what they're saying. Because the towers, they're on the south tower. If they were on the north tower, I can hear them. But they're talking on the south tower today. But it's flat through here, so I don't have any hills I have to go through to go to the stores or whatever. It's a 30-minute drive to go to Walmart and stuff like that, you know, around here. If you need to go shopping. We had like quick trips, gas station type deal where you can buy food, buy, you know, the expensive groceries in the little boxes. But that's about it. What was I doing? Oh, my potatoes. I don't know what to do today. Oh, so how's your toe doing? You think you really do think Trump's going to win? Yeah, I lived in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, for 17 years, and it was I didn't like. I never liked it. You always you know you went through like three to four traffic lights before you got to it. You know, the traffic light changes 3 or 4 times before you actually get to it. You know, and the traffic and everything else. It was just I hated it, and I was a truck driver for 17 years too, and it was craziness. Uh, God, it was crazy. Yeah, I think that uh, that last statement, that last question of the night and stuff like that, pretty much was well. Besides, what would you do if you know, for the people that didn't vote for you? But when he said about the oil, like, if I could just see Trump doing that. Yes, yes, yes. He said it. I got him. You know. Yeah, you can see the victory in Trump's face. He was just smiling near the ear. When he heard that, he just, you know, at first, if you look, it was like he looked at him like, did he just said what I think he just said? But then you could see that victory laugh, victory battle. You know, the yes, yes, he screwed up. But we knew that. I mean, that's the way Democrats are. They want to get rich, put money in their pockets. You know, Trump is that he was putting. You know, he's putting money in Americans' pockets. You know, he don't even get a paycheck for crying out loud. I mean, he like he said he done this because he ran for president to clean up the mess of the. Oh, that's a shadow. You know, he's doing this to clean up Biden and um, Obama's and other presidents before them is mess. He got tired of seeing his country go that he loved go to hell because he was really talking about moving. But it is. It's. I really do want to see him. Really want to see him win. I just don't know how this is going to all affect because everybody is so against of all uh, the way this election is being held. I see that's going to actually be a big problem. I really do. I think that's it. Because I'm going to vote. I mean, I was waiting to see, making sure type deal, but on the third, I'm going to vote in person. So my vote, I know 100% sure that my vote my vote's going to count. It's going to get there. Plus, I mean, we don't have to worry about it here in a little town. I don't know what they're saying. I wish I picked that other guy's radio up. I had my antenna down because we had a big windstorm. Yeah, we'll come back to you. Catch a tune. So yeah, on the voting part, I really hope there's going to be changes. I just don't know how, because they're finding ballots and places, people's homes, postal service people are not, you know, they're not putting them out there where they're supposed to be. They're not delivering them, they're destroying them, and somebody setting fire to the ballot box. Just where people threw their ballots into, they set that one on fire. Um, there was another one. A postal service person uh, tossing the mail in the dumpster. You know, for good instance, right now with me, I sent Michelle a package and sitting in Minnesota. It's been there since the 17th. What the hell? What the hell is that? I don't know. What are we gonna do? We want to make sure that our votes are counted. I'm gonna have to go use the restroom and get some coffee. I will be right back. Take the phone with you, Lee. Oh, I got my back. All right, I'm back. Oh, nobody's on here. Okay. Let's see. What the, come on, baby. Get out of there. Don't take much to excite me. I thought I unloaded you. Or are you full? Well, I know I ain't planting more potatoes. Oh, I need a tractor for you. Oh, okay. On one side, duh. Then I pour in the wet the other way. We'll go this way. Doing good, baby doll. How you doing, sweetie? Are you having fun yet? That gentleman I was talking to earlier, he's one of the streamers I follow. Are you really? Anything good? You know I'm voting. I'm voting Tuesday. I'm going in person to vote. Because after, I'm independent. I'm not really Republican. I'm not really Democrat. Okay. I vote who I think is best fit for the office. And now I'm 100% sure I'm voting for Trump. After the debates the other night, yeah, I'm voting for Trump. Are you going to vote? Well, yeah, I mean, there's downfalls for both candidates, yeah, running and stuff. But, out of the two, which one would you vote for? If you had to vote, which candidate would you vote for that you think would be better in the office than the other? I mean, if you followed all the politics and everything, followed the stuff that's happening, and do you want your taxes to be raised? You want to pay more money into taxes? Do you want better health care, where you don't have to pay, like recondition, like me? I have pre-existing stuff, so if I don't want to have to sit there once I got diagnosed with it, and then it temporarily got fixed, and then it came back again, then I have to pay for it because now it is a reconditioned type deal. Well, I want to make sure if I get sick again with the same stuff, I want to be able to be covered under the same plan, and I have to pay for it. That's kind of stuff I look at as well. What is it going to be for best for a country? Well, yeah, but it's going to be either or. It don't matter, it doesn't matter which candidate. One of them is going to make it into the office. So which one, I look at it as, okay, well, who do I think is going to be best fit for the country? Who's going to be best for our health care? Who's going to be best for, where I can make more money at it? Who's going to be uh, is going to stand up for my rights, my amendments, and all that. So so if you don't vote for either or, and the wrong person gets in, and you end up with your taxes raised, you're like, you know what I'm saying? So if you vote for the one okay, say like Trump, he's for this and this and this. Those are the good points. And then Biden has this and this and this. And he has some good points of what you want in your, that you want in a president. But you look at, I'm going to, like Trump. Well, if I vote for him, then it's going to end up costing me here. But if I vote for Biden, but then he's got some ideas that would work. So maybe I'd rather have him than Trump, or vice versa. You know what I mean? So either way, if you don't vote, then you don't get your choice of who you think is going to be more fit. We don't have a choice. There's only two people running for president. So either you want somebody like Trump, he's a businessman. He knows how to make money. He's done a lot for our country already by the black and brown communities have grown with jobs and stuff. He has done a lot for our health care so far. He has done a lot for the peace talks from around the different countries. I mean, like, look at North Korea. They were going to bomb the shit out of us. And Trump talked to them and became friends. Whatever. So Biden wants to get rid of oil. Well, we need oil. We need to keep our oil. He's going to raise taxes. He wants to keep Obamacare, but he's going to call it Biden care. See where I'm going with this? Because I used to have the same attitude with what you had. Where, okay, I don't like neither candidate, so I'm not going to vote. Well, you're letting your opinion be you're not giving yourself who you really want out of the candidates, because there is one candidate that's going to have to go in the office, and it's going to be the one that you think is better fit than the other. It's a mess, I know, but it's the way it works. As you get older, you start realizing things. I did when I got, because when I was you guys' age and stuff, I didn't really care. I didn't, whoever runs for president, doesn't matter who runs for president. It's not going to fix nothing and whatever. But after all these presidents I have seen so far, out of all these years, Trump has actually done a hell of a better job than anybody I've seen so far. And I'm not Republican and I'm not Democrat. I'm independent. I'm myself. So I'm going to vote in there who's going to be best for our country. Who's going to be, for all people. Who's going to be there for me when my retirement. I don't want to lose my Social Security. I don't want to lose this and that. Because our baby boomers are going to get ready to be getting retired here soon, and it's going to be a mess. And we need money in that we need money in there. So not only for the baby boomers, but as for you guys, when you get older, when you get ready to retire, you want to make sure there's money in there that you have been putting in there. Oh, I don't know what I was going to do. I was going to do something. Oh, I was going to check the. Okay, I need. Okay, this is. Okay, I had to check, see what. Because I noticed I got a brown field here, and I'm trying to figure out why. Oh, shit. Ah, roll over. I don't know if you saw my crash. Okay, I need to fertilize this. Okay. Do I have any eggs yet? Let's go look. Hey, there's a carton of eggs. Woohoo! Now, I think I can put that in my cooler. Ah. Oh, did it go in there? I guess we need to close the door though. Use our coolant. Hey, we got our first dozen eggs. Woohoo! Now I can make scrambled eggs. Thinking about making some egg salad today. And then I'm going to make my. I got to go. Oh, I do got to go out. Damn it. I forgot to get hamburger while I was out yesterday. This has got to get cleaned. Don't hit me, dude. In my way. Get out of my way. Yeah, I know, Oscar. It's your treat time, too. We're going to fertilize the sunflowers is what we're doing next. Oh, you're not on here now. So we're going to take a break here. How long have I been on here? 2.5 hours. Yeah, come on. It's hard to do it with that hump. There we go. It does. Oh, I know. Just took my pills. Bottle. Trying to find a chemical place. Okay, it says it's right here. Where the hell is it at? Okay, that's not it. That ain't it either. So, we got to go to another one. I don't know. I can't remember which one does what. Because this doesn't have... Alright, so we're going to go to the other place. Be happy anywhere. Another chemical place, I think. We'll try this one. Up in here? Yeah. See if this what I need. Nope. Well, hi. You guys are wanting your treats. You know what? I'm gonna shut off the stream anyway. Ain't nobody really paying attention to it. Oh. Is this what you guys want?